Hello, Linda here from Barlates Body Blitz. Now I've set up the camera so you can see Yoda sitting on the scratch tower and little Minnie on the floor, and I've left the door open so that if Dumpling decides to come in, you can see her too. How are we? We're doing an active chat today, so come and join me. Come walk with me and step with me through some simple to follow exercises while I tell you about a few things. I'm going to tell you about the start of season, or kind of a little bit further along than the start of season sale. And then at the end, I'm going to be talking about some new things that I have been doing that have really helped me, let's go sidestep, to up my energy levels. And it's to do with intermittent fasting and actually not fasting as long, and to do with hormones and a lot of various things that have really helped me in the last few weeks figure out why I have been having energy slumps. So if you are one of those girls or guys that finds it hard to have steady energy throughout the day, I got you. I got something for you that you may not think is going to be a fix, and it's such a tiny little tweak that really helped me a lot. So come into knees. Now, one thing I also wanted to mention is that part of the way through this active chat, we are going to be using some moderate weights. I'm just using 2.5 kilos, but you can go lighter or heavier, slow things down, speed things up. We're doing 40-second intervals today, as you would have gathered, and just trying to keep things at a zone 2 cardio sort of pace, getting some extra steps in, nice, fun, easy flowing movements. So, hope you enjoy. So, first of all, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up so that other people can also find my content and I know to create more videos just like this one. And if you do not know much about my Barlates workouts, I've been going for about 10 years. Let's go easy walk. Good old easy walk, out, in. I'm changing sides, you don't have to. You can stay on one side. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years now. I've got this channel, and I also have my Linda Active channel, which is all about creating custom viewer workouts. That has been going for over a year now and has some amazing custom designed viewer workouts on there that have been so much fun. And I also have all of my workouts available as downloads and on DVD, which I know is very old school of me, but there are still plenty of old school video exercises. And when streaming became the thing, unfortunately, we didn't get that option anymore, and a lot of instructors, we're going to do heels and front, a lot of instructors stopped doing videos on DVD. And you may be one of those people that hasn't got a smart TV in your exercise area, or you just like to own the hard copy, which is also cool. So I still create those DVDs and I sell them via various platforms, Amazon, eBay, my own website, workoutdvdworld.com.au, also through totalfitnessdvds.com in America. So for all of my US customers, you can find them there. And my downloads are available through my website, some also through Amazon, and some through eBay. And every now and then I decide to do sales on them, because let's go just single knee pulls, because a lot of people like to own my workouts for maybe times that they don't have internet access, or if they're traveling, for example. So that gives you the possibility of owning all your favorite workouts, both the ones from the Barlates channel and the ones from Linda Active, and keeping them forever. And the great thing about the downloads is, even if you say had a computer crash or you lost the USB you saved them on, I'm good for it, guys. I will always send them back to you if you need to, for whatever reason, grab them again off me. And all it is an email in your inbox with all the links other side. And if you don't even want to download it, maybe you don't have much storage, you can watch them directly from the Google Drive app, which will make things really easy for you, although you will need internet connection to do that. So the sale, as I am known to do, is a buy one get one free, and I'm going to do that again. And you can do that with as many workouts as you like. Now I've got tons and tons, in fact 1,500 odd or more individual workouts. But if you've been following my channel for a while, you would have seen that most of my workouts are filmed in series. And I try to make sure that all the workouts in the series go together to give you a comprehensive routine. We're going to do punches in front and little steps out to the side. So it's always good to use the workouts in each series almost like a little program. Maybe mix and match a few, a cardio one with a toning one, for example. Depending on how long you want to work out each day, you can definitely do that. And go through all of the workouts within a week, within 2 weeks, depending on how long the series is, so that you're working every body part, giving your body something new each few weeks so that it keeps giving you results, right? You don't want to keep doing the same series over and over. We all have our favorite workouts, and there is nothing wrong. Let's do a little knees up with biceps. There is nothing wrong with doing your favorite workouts even once a week, twice a week, but you don't want to keep doing them over and over because your body is super smart and it will keep adapting. It's designed to adapt to keep you alive, right? So if you want results, you're going to need to switch things up quite quickly, quite often. So the series are also buy one, get one free of equal or lesser value, because there are some that have more workouts in them that are a bit more expensive. And if you have any questions about which series might be best for you, maybe you're new to Barlates, you can definitely leave me comments below and I can give you some recommendations. Or if you prefer to DM me, I've got, let's go knee and heel, knee and heel. I've got an email address you can contact me on, workoutdvdworld@gmail.com, which I will leave in the description, or through my social media links, maybe Instagram, maybe Facebook, whatever you prefer, and DM me on there, and I will definitely get back to you before the sale ends so you can make an informed decision. So when is the sale? The sale is going to start as of Monday, September, I don't know what, I'll put it here, and it's going to be running for 2 weeks, okay? So pretty much till the end of September, maybe beginning of October, giving you a good amount of time to check out all of the workouts and to make your choices. As I said, you can choose as many as you like. It doesn't have to just be one buy one, get one free. It can be buy 10, get 10 free, for example. Other side, same exercise, knee and heel. And with the DVDs, shipping is combined, but unfortunately my website is pretty old school, so we're going to have to do it like this. For downloads, please go ahead and go to my website, I'll link it below, choose all of the downloads you are going to be paying for, go ahead and pay for them, then use the contact form or email me with the names of all of the free downloads you would like, and I will email you all the links. Okay, now with the DVDs, it's slightly different. We're going to go punch up, punch down, tapping side to side. With the DVDs, all I need you to do is go through and basically pick all of the DVDs, the ones you'll be paying for and the ones that you'll be getting for free, and use the contact form and send me a list of all of them, and I will invoice you manually, so that way I can work out exactly how much postage to charge you. So when you email me the names of all the workouts, please also give me your postal address so I can work out the shipping for you. It is actually not that expensive, even internationally, because I can fit quite a lot of workouts per delivery or per shipment. So if you're in America, I will get them shipped from my wholesaler in America. Most of them, depending on what you order. All the series can be shipped from a wholesaler in America. but unfortunately the individual workouts can't if you mix and match those. Other side, guys, up and down. So that way you don't have to wait as long for international postage, and it will be a bit cheaper for you as well. Okay, so downloads, pay for the ones you're paying for, message me the names of the free ones you want, DVDs, message me the entire list, paid and free, and I will send you a manual invoice. Okay, deal? Any questions? Please leave them below. And as I said, if you need recommendations, I'm here for you, and I will give you whatever advice I can. And I think that's it, guys, to do with the sale. So we can get on to the business of what have I recently changed to increase my energy levels. By a lot, I would say by like 30%, I'm not joking. So I'll give you a bit of background. Before I got sick in 2020, end of 2020, chronic illness, hermit for 2 years, totally couch bound for a lot of that time. Did still work out, but really light Pilates, hardly anything that made me sweat. I'm not going to go into the whole story because it's long. But anyway, a lot of things changed. Before that, literally a month before that, let's sit back and come up, do some squats, use those arms and press to the back. Before that, I'm talking 3 to 5 hours of exercise a day. Never running out of energy. Eating a vegan diet at the time. High carbs, moderate protein, actually a lot of rubbish, a lot of processed foods. So, you know, vegan nuggets, vegan burgers, all that sort of stuff. I was still, you know, getting my 8 hours sleep. I was still trying to be healthy, taking vitamins, all that. But when I got sick, a lot of that had to change. And then once I started recovering, and we're going to go chop arms, chop, kind of L-shaped arms and tap out to the side. Once I started recovering, I slowly increased the amount of exercise I was doing. I had to kind of claw my way back. And I tried many, many different ways of eating to help me feel the best I could, basically, to help complement my hormones or help me to basically balance my hormones, to give me enough protein. I landed on intermittent fasting, which I kind of always was intermittent fasting. Let's use our weights now. So we're just going to do a side step. We're slowing right down with the weights. Unless you have light weights, you can speed it up. Hammer curl, side to side step. Deep breaths. So I was always intermittent fasting for say 12, 13 hours anyway, even before I got sick. So I figured it's pretty easy, right? And I heard all the benefits about autophagy, about long-term fasting. And if you know anything about a type A personality or a Linda personality, I don't do things by halves. When I try things, I try things. So I went all out into the fasting. I did 72-hour fast, I did 48-hour fast, I did 24-hour fast at least once a week. I did intermittent fasting constantly. Let's do the same thing, but we're going to go out to the side. Side step with a bent arm side lateral raise. You're just going side step, side step. Hang on. Side step, side step, side. Let's do that. Okay, I can't actually talk to you and think about doing 2 steps at the same time for some reason. Maybe because it's alternating and my head just doesn't want to step in the opposite direction that I'm lifting my arm. Forgive me for that, people. So anyway, I did all the fasting and I didn't really notice any improvement, to be honest. Like, I wasn't feeling so dramatically better that I thought this was something I wanted to keep doing long term. So I ended up, let's go tricep kickback with a little tap back. So I ended up changing it to just doing intermittent fast and not doing any of the long fasts anymore. And pretty much just going to what felt right. So after I used to exercise fasted, and afterwards I'd have breakfast, make sure it's high protein. I was still kind of sticking to a loose keto diet, so low carb, and I was doing okay. It wasn't terrible. I was sleeping okay. I felt like there was progress with my hormones, which were one of the main things that kind of got completely out of balance when I got sick. So I was definitely, let's do shoulder press, side step, shoulder press. I've got my palms facing my ears. You can face forward if you like. So I was doing okay, but I definitely felt like working out longer than, say, an hour, 70, maybe 80 minutes was a struggle. And it never used to be. Not saying that longer is better, not saying that I necessarily wanted to go back to doing my 2-hour plus workouts every day that I used to. I definitely don't feel like I have time for that in my life anymore. But it was just frustrating that my energy levels were not where they used to be. Maybe that was an age-related thing, so I didn't want to kind of let's go side, across, side. So it's a curtsy. Now if you want, do some bicep curls with it. So I didn't want to kind of put everything down to age, right? Of course, there are some things that are age-related, and there's nothing you can do about them. But until I have exhausted all of the possibilities and tried all the different things, I definitely don't want to just write something off and settle for it, okay? I believe you can feel great and energized at any age, and I was going to keep searching. So I've looked at what was I actually doing diet-wise that was different. We're going to go out and in rotator cuff, squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. That was different before I got sick. And one of the things was I used to eat a quarter cup of oats or maybe half a cup of oats before my workout. So yes, there were many times that I trained fasted, but when I went through the period of really having the most amount of energy, I would eat a quarter cup of oats, like literally just with water, in the morning, say half an hour to an hour before my workout. And my entire day of eating was definitely much more high carb. Okay, it was not keto. We're gonna do bent over rows and just go out to the side, out to the side. So because I was vegan at the time, in order to get my protein intake, I got a lot of carbs as well along with it. So I just decided the last week or so, let's try it. It's not gonna kill me, right? So I was at an all-time low with energy because if you've been following my social media, especially Instagram, I went away for a camping weekend at a music festival and I slept like 3 hours one night and about 5 hours the next night. And it took me so long to recover. I'm talking, it's only the last 2 days that I'm feeling a little bit more, let's punch, and heels in front, that I'm feeling energized again. The first few days, even though I slept 9 hours the first night, and then I think it was 8 hours a night after that, I struggled so much. I struggled the entire day. I just wanted to nap. And a lot of people will say, oh, that's because you went away and you hardly slept. But I've done that so many times, like not slept properly for a night or even stayed up the whole night. And I didn't feel like it took me that long to recover in the past. So I figured maybe it simply was because on the weekend, I ate hardly any carbs, like none. But I was dancing all night, every night. So I figured maybe that was it. Maybe that was one of the reasons why, let's drop one of the weights and do some knee pulls, why I couldn't get my energy back. I just needed more carbs. So basically, I started eating my quarter cup of oats in the morning again the last few days, and I added some more healthy carbs during the day. Sweet potato, fruit, Greek yogurt, which also has carbs, dairy. And I didn't overdo it, like I didn't have any I had some potato, normal white potato. I didn't have anything refined, just really healthy, slow release carbs. And I was so surprised at how quickly my energy levels just skyrocketed, like I'm not joking. I definitely had no more trouble feeling sleepy during the day. I didn't feel my blood sugar was suffering at all, because that's why a lot of times people go on keto. We're going the other side, NEPLs, is because they think that if they eat carbs, they're going to get this blood sugar spike that's going to leave them, then basically give them a dump. I think I just totally stuffed up. I'm not sure what happened there. Sorry guys, I stuffed up the timing. Just keep going. So a lot of people think, oh, I can't eat carbs because, I need to follow strict keto. But you know what it is? Women are different to men. Women are not little men. We're going to twist, and do our knee ups. We have so many more complex systems in our body, especially our sex hormones, that if you just do things that men do, we are not going to thrive like men do. Okay, our hormones need more rest. Not only that, we have different phases in our menstrual cycle, and we need different things during those phases. In the luteal phase, when you're trying to make progesterone, you need more carbs. So if you're following a strict intermittent fasting protocol and really low carb, your body is not going to be able to send the signals that it needs to send in order to have a normal cycle. And that's why so many people skip periods. We're going to stay on one side and we're going to go into a side knee pull with a shoulder press. And it just isn't healthy to be skipping periods or to have other hormonal issues, no matter what age you are. I mean, obviously, if you're in perimenopause, you'll be skipping periods for other reasons, but if you're skipping it because of your diet choices and just too much stress, because you're stressing your system unnecessarily by fasting too much or just not giving it the nutrients it needs, that just isn't a good thing. And of course, you're not going to have energy. Of course, it's going to rob you of energy somewhere else when your body is not functioning at an optimal level, right? So for me, it's early days, I know, but I was so excited I wanted to share it with you. Please, guys, my last walk and talk in the active chat, I talked about not overtraining. I know it wasn't in the active chat, it was on my Linda Active channel. I believe it was Jamie's workout. I talked about undereating and overtraining and how counterproductive that is. I'm telling you, undereating carbs and overtraining and trying to get results, your body's going to cannibalize muscle. I promise you, you are not going to be getting the results that you are looking for. If it means that, you might have a little bit less weight on the scales because each gram of carbohydrate holds 3 to 4 grams of water. So when you stop eating carbohydrate, okay, let's just go side to side with like a rowing action. Knee up, knee up. We're nearly done, guys. Each gram of carbohydrate holds up to 4 grams of water. So on the scales, when you stop eating carbs, you're a bit lighter, okay? But you are working and punishing your body, not giving it the fuel it needs. If you're doing long workouts, especially endurance style workouts, if you're working out an hour a day or even longer, or you've got a demanding job, or you do a lot of steps like me, I do like 30K steps a day, your body needs some carbohydrate. The way that I see it, put your weight down, is like this, and this is not very scientific. We're just gonna march it out till the end. But this is the way I see it. Carbohydrate is the tinder and the fat is the log. Okay, you need a little bit of tinder to ignite the log. So do yourself a favor, eat a little bit of carbs so that you can then still burn fat, because when you get into a certain heart rate zone, you're going to be burning predominantly fat, but you're fueling yourself enough to have energy to even get there and sustain that fat burning zone. Plus, you're not going to be cannibalizing muscle, because glucose is so essential for the body that if you don't fuel it with enough glucose, it will break down muscle to create it in your body, right? Do yourself a favor, try it, eat some carbs before your workout if you're one of those people that likes to work out fasted, like I was for years. Try it and see if it makes a difference. I'm talking a quarter cup of oats or whatever is your preferred, maybe a banana, a medium-sized banana, whatever you prefer, some sort of high carbohydrate dense food that will then be the tinder for the fat. And report back in the comments and let me know what you think. Also let me know if you've tried this before and you had this light bulb moment years ago, because we all need to support each other. We're always hearing these crazy things that we should be trying, and it's not always good for us women. We need to band together and we need to help each other out. If something works for you, share it in the comments. Maybe someone else can benefit. So that's it. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Please take advantage of the sale. Head on over to my website. All the links will be down in the description. And I will be back again very soon with another active chat. Bye for now.